of performance-based marketing, which is fine, and it has its place. But if we're exclusively doing that, it creates this transactional relationship with your customers.
Yeah.
And the story and the meaningfulness of that relationship gets totally thrown out, right? So you're saying there seems to be a trend where it's coming back.
It's coming back.
That's fantastic news.
Yeah, and there's other reasons why. I think you just hit on a good point, which was the fact that, a lot of digital ad spend was happening and it felt transactional. But actually, and this is actually concerning, is that the publishing houses, the newsrooms are shrinking. So when the newsrooms are shrinking, how are you going to tell your story? You cannot, you cannot always get the earned coverage that you maybe used to be able to get. So now you've got to go and control your narrative a lot more. And so
it's up to you. It's up to you. Yeah.
And I've seen this trend for a while. You've seen companies who've actually gone and create their own media newsrooms, and they actually will not even share their news content with the media. They just place it on their own newsroom site and allow people to learn about their story by directing people to it and not using earned media so much. But at the end of the day, we cannot rely too much on these shrinking publishing houses who don't have enough capacity to be able to, report on things that businesses are doing. And so they've taken it into their own hands. So now the story has to be owned by somebody. And what I really like, though, is that, and again, this is I feel like it's a moment because it's not just about the story sitting with maybe brand or sitting maybe with just product marketing. Actually, the head of narrative is responsible for telling that story the entire way through the sales cycle with all the different content that is being put out there, so that you can actually, again, it feels like it's more meaningful content when you're, let's take the B2B example.
Yep.
Was it 18, 25 touch points have to be had with a customer or with a prospect when they're looking to buy? Well, those touch points now, if that story is integrated, if your brand story is coming through in all the different ways, through all the different types of content, you're helping to help that prospect navigate that journey and make really good decisions as they go through and shorten the sales cycle, because they are feeding and learning about the narrative that you stand for, and they become an ambassador of it because they are understanding your story because it's integrated.
Did you just link storytelling to performance? Do most people get it? Are they able to process that that's a connection?
I don't know, but it is a connection.
Yeah.
Because
the way you just described it makes total sense.
Yeah. Everything I've been reading and everything I've been seeing is that when your narrative is shared across integrated platforms, you especially in complex selling cycles, you are shortening the sales cycle.
Yeah, that's money.
That is money.
Yeah.
And I think, I do feel like, and I want to say one thing as well. It's not that, honestly, this has been happening in some businesses for a while, in terms of what I mean by that, in terms of people have done integrated marketing and they've said, we've been threading these stories through all the different content. But you know what? I don't believe it's been respected in the way that the narrative is now being respected. The fact that we are now putting head of narrative in job title